Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to Mount and Blade 2 Bannerlord, a Let's Play tutorial series with these scenario settings to guide us, voted on by you all. So picking up where we left off, we had just added a whole bunch of workshops to Legata and bought them all, so they're all owned by me. The trouble is, my daily costs outweigh the money that I'm getting from the workshops and all that. What I'm going to do this episode is attempt to bolster a little bit more money, you know, either by raid or something like that, and maybe aim to capture some additional territory. On top of that, I did really want to try to snipe some additional territory from my nearby enemies. And that'd be really, really, really good. If we got some more territory, one of the big things that would allow is we would be able to offer that territory up to a future a future vassal. And the future vassal would be, you know, able to support an army with it, which is pretty handy. So I just absolutely topped up my own army. So we have all of the best people stacked into this unit. Now it's going to cost me an arm and a leg to pay for these guys. You might see me making money every way I know how, like, you know, arena. But I will be looking for an easy-to-hit target in order to bolster our territories and expand our kingdom. I'm not going to try to level up any individual unit. I'm just going to tell them all to attack. I don't much care. Just as long as they die and I make money by fighting them.
Everyone run!
Another thing that I continually want to do is to shop around for the weapons. Ideal weapons. Now, not that I have a lot of money on me right now, but one way to get a lot of money would be to fight the remnant of other kingdoms that I'm enemies with. If I could find Rhadamant or, you know, something like that. That'd be another good way to bolster up cash. So if you take a look at the kingdom screen and go to diplomacy, as you can see, we are still at war with the Northern Empire, which is Lucan, and the Sturgia, which is Rhadamant. And it might be possible to find their troops and wipe them off the map again, yet again, and, you know, sell a lot of the loot that we get off that fight, which helps to fund the army for a bit. So let's see if we can't find Lucan. Lucan was last seen near Epicatria, which is really not that far from here. Just a little north. Let's hope he's not in a prison or something like that. And while we're searching, we can also take a look to see if there's any weak points anywhere, any castles or anything like that. Now the issue is, without vassals and without a companion army... Oh, hi Simir. We're in a situation where other kingdoms are obviously going to be very strong comparatively and difficult for us to actually wage traditional war with. So we can't. Oh, Lucan, you've got a big old force. Okay, before I enter this fight, I want to rearrange my troops to make sure that they all have the right party determinations. Because Richard the Stag, for instance, was incorrect. These Vlandian infantry are going to be on the infantry now. Okay, that all looks good. Because obviously this party is massive. But, and certainly I am going to lose troops doing this fight, but this will help fund a lot.
Soldiers, with me!
Okay, let's attempt to get some high ground. Seems like a sliver of high ground here.
Archers! Move! Spread out! Arrows! Footmen! Infantry! Soldiers! Wall! Footmen! Get moving! Riders!
There's not a lot of maneuver room. We're kind of butted up against the wall here.
Bowmen! Horsemen! Forward! Infantry! Forward!
Okay, so I put the riders aside. As you can see, the crossbowmen are ready to fire. All of my shield are walled up. It does look like we might have to engage them. I don't think they're coming here,
Everyone follow me!
which is unfortunate, but that's fine.
Horsemen! Move! Everyone! So footmen! Onwards! Arrows! Soldiers! You're on command! Riders! Move! Infantry! Archers! Forward! Soldier! Forward! Infantry! Shields forward! Move!
Alright. Our crossbow should have a shot from here.
Cavalry! Riders, hear me! Shoulder to shoulder! Footmen! Make a line! Infantry! Get moving!
Alright, I'm going to tell my companions to fall back. My crossbowmen are launching bolts at Lucan's army, but I don't think we're really hitting much. Now, if I could bait their cavalry to come towards my crossbows, that would be ideal. Because their cavalry, as you can see, getting straight shredded. All right. Taking their cavalry off of the battlefield for almost no cost at all is pretty awesome. Not gonna lie. Or at least mortally wounding them too. Alright, so yeah, that was very bad for them. I was able to bait their cavalry into a rush straight into my crossbows. And now they have like just no horsemen left. Okay, that puts me in a bit of an advantage because I have 24 horsemen.
Archers! Forward! Footmen! Horses! Sold horsemen! Riders, hear me! Square formation!
Alright, so we're continuing to launch our crossbows into them.
Infantry! With me! Horsemen! Footmen! Take over command! Troops! Sergeants in charge!
Alright, and I'm just sort of letting them rip now. As you can see, the kill feed here, very heavily leaning towards I'm slaughtering the hell out of them. I just got to be careful because, of course, their forces can turn and fire on me at any time. And they have a lot of them, so I can't tank. Oh, there goes my horse. Let's hope it doesn't become lame. So this is very much the battle I needed, where we are able to mincemeat these enemies and make a whole lot of money doing so.
Die, you bastard!
Alright, seems like there's literally just one horseman left. I wonder if that's Lucan proper. Nope, it wasn't. Just a mercenary horseman. Alright, so I lost 23, they lost 137. Most of what I lost, or half of what I lost, was just Vlandian infantry. And then, of course, a ton of us will level up as a result. I'm going to make him free to go. Raising my charm. How many prisoners? I almost can take every single one of them prisoner. Let's go pick through and make sure to... Well, first off, any of them Vlandian? I do not believe so. Because obviously I'd be able to recruit Vlandian. So we need to ditch 5 more. So let's see if there's any tier 2 that we could ditch. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Done. Take all the loot. Well, that felt pretty good. We're definitely going to make some money off of this. So before I even think about selling everything, let's just make sure that anything of value, anything that is really nice for us to have, we pass down. So there's really no weapons here, unfortunately. What about shields? Slightly nicer shield. We can give you arrows and a bow. How about armor? Hope these aren't the mittens that make people into big, weird fuzzballs. Okay, so that about covers all the things worth grabbing, I think. Slightly better horse harness. And then speaking of horse harnesses, okay, my horse did not become a lame horse by being shot, which is good. Done. So we entered that fight really solely because we needed to fund our army. And there we go. We got 19,000 out of it. 20,000. Let's see. Buy a little cheese. Done. 20k is a nice nest egg to be sitting on. It's obviously not going to last forever. Man, Epicatria proper is not super well guarded. But I wouldn't really be all that interested in marching that deep into the north. I want to try to keep all my territory close to one another. All right, and then on top of that, now that I have the means to level them up, even though whole stacks aren't necessarily done, I'm going to spend it. Okay. God, 500? Oh, Caldog's marching. Who's, let's see where he could be going. Sturgia? Okay, no. Caldog's not going anywhere. He's just marching around. You can tell because he's only at war with Sturgia, and Sturgia doesn't really exist right now. Oh, also, we can ransom off all of the prisoners. That's right. I don't know why I didn't do that before, but let's go get that done. Another 5k. Managing the town. I'm just making sure I have enough queued up projects, which I do. I'm mostly working on prosperity and influence. I'm trying to dig myself out of a hole of negative 200-something influence that I had by declaring war. And it's possible that I dig myself back down into the similar-sized hole. Alright, so we're building the granary here. After that, I'll make a toll collector and then training fields. Alright. Let's hit some hideouts around. Obviously, I've got a massive force, but it's just to befriend some local notables. I have quite a high-level army. I definitely want to try to find the right castle. It has to be the right castle, but the right castle to deploy the troops. Man, sometimes I just love riding straight through groups like this with, like, complete disregard. Because, yeah, I just literally my horse just stomped one out. Every now and then, you'll get enough horse charge damage to kill a unit. Ooh, 72 stack? You know what? That's a little bit tastier than what I've got going on over here with this little hideout. Guess I could have done both, but leaving a 72 stack for too long and, you know, someone else could take it. I could also be potentially looking towards Azurai as a future expansion. But let me check something leveled up. Or is it just prisoners that are looking to join? I think it's just prisoners that are looking to join me. Yeah. Alright. What about this castle? Oh, Gyrios. Okay, that castle's pretty well guarded. As is Ortisia. I have enough of a nest egg to probably smithy some of these weapons. Now, here's the thing. the act of smithing the weapons, like the raw materials that you could gain off of smithing are often worth more than the weapon itself. So a lot of the times it's financially worth just smelting weapons. I'm not going to be able to find that 72 stack, am I? Well, rip to that. Let me top up my army again, because I did lose some units. And maybe have a few more crossbowmen. Okay, I need to lose 5 units. Oh, no. Miscounted. There. Done. Oh, look at all the little villagers moving around. So it's a bit of a stalemate here, because I'm sort of waiting for the giant empires to go to war with one another in order to facilitate, you know, for them to weaken themselves, like I waited before. And
Sergeant! Yeah!
opportunities don't always present themselves when you want it.
Riders! Forward!
I'm gonna tell my cavalry to not proceed, giving my companions and then, of course, the infantry and crossbowmen an opportunity for experience. My cavalry is pretty high level, and cavalry are not units that you need in a castle fight. And as you can see, the experience that like Syed the Falcon is getting, who I suppose I didn't raffle off. Part of it is because the mod I was using to rename people got disabled. Got disabled due to some experimental patching. So I'll have to re-enable that and do that for next episode. But fights like those are, you know, pretty good ways to level up companions. Not a single survivor. Okay, Jilmaris is well guarded. Probably everywhere will be. Is there any major kingdoms that are at war with one another? Khuzait? Nope. Britannia? Nope. Western Empire doesn't really exist. Azerai? Nope. Southern Empire? Nope. No, there are no large-scale wars happening literally anywhere in the world right now. I can kind of feel it. The stability is nice, don't get me wrong, but doesn't really open opportunities. My workshop income is now 370, which is honestly equivalent. It's more than even Veron Castle, the whole castle. Obviously, the surrounding towns add to it, but yeah. There's a lot of money that can be had making sure that you own workshops, especially productive ones. Because I'm not that close, but I'm sort of close to being able to pay for my troops. Much more so than if I just had Veron Castle. That was making me just about bankrupt. I have no stamina. Cool. I would need to wait in the town for some time to build up the stamina, but I don't necessarily want to waste my time that way. Although with not a whole lot of war happening in the world, it's not a terrible time to work on smithing, I suppose. trouble is, because I do have a negative daily gold change, I can't just sit at Legata working on smithing and not go bankrupt. Yeah, it's saying... Oh, what about my party? Well, if no one's declared war on one another, what we could do instead is to try to find Rhadamant or other... Oh, he's near Mechab. My guess is he's been captured. I don't really see a situation where he's over there and not in cuffs. Man, the castles around here are stacked. Guess that's what happens when no one fights anyone. Okay, I'm leaving behind all of, oh, it's requiring me to bring one more. It's too bad you can't just go with fewer. Okay, telling them all to charge. Ooh, I missed that. Twice. Oh boy. Hello, bandito. Apparently, I cannot hit you. There we are. Looking at my companions just swarm is pretty funny. Alright, I think that's just the last one. Let's switch weapons and get ready for duel. The Vlandian Vulgar actually killed 4. It's kind of impressive. Alright, 1 bandit base down. Another advantage of the bandit bases, it's a good way to build up some renown, some influence, befriend nearby notables. I mean, there's a lot of little reasons to hit them. But it isn't the epic battles that I thought I would be in by now. That is true. But helps pay for the troops, and I guess to some degree or another that's also matters a lot. Alright, let's do this again. tell them all to charge. As you can see, a bunch of my companions start way the hell up there. It's fine by me. Coming at these enemies from two sides. Okay, my archery's been a little bit better this round. Listening to all the random yelling is pretty funny. Oh no! The Volgear! I think he's just wounded though. So. Probably one left. I'll just switch weapons. God, imagine how cold this water must be. Bringing my companions makes these bandit clearing so much easier. Oh, look at you. You've got a little entourage, don't you? Well, you're all going to be prisoners in a second here. Yep. They're all staring. Alright. Well, we freed up a bunch of troops here, but I don't want any of them, because none of them are Vlandian. But we, this does help with influence. Got higher relations and 2 influence, and, it's not a complete waste of time, is I guess what I'm trying to say. They ransom for pretty good, too. Before I do anything else, let's check if there is smithy stamina. 80. Okay, perfect. Let's smelt some of these down. There we are. And Richard, you're going to refine. Cool. Ooh, taken by looters. Embarrassing. So one other thing that I could do, given our prolonged session of peace, is to try to run a caravan from Legata, which might help to pay for some of the more troops. So I think what I'll do, let me analyze my current guys here. Let me go to the character screen. Who would be good at that? So I'm looking for someone that has high trade. So it'd really just be Can. So maybe sending Can to run a caravan after I clear out this hideout. And the caravan could bring, I'll have to pay a lot up front for it, but it could bring a lot more money in. I tried to run a caravan before, and the problem was oh, crap. I did not manage my troops. So the problem was that the caravan I ran before, I was in a few wars. And what ended up happening was, pretty immediately, the caravan was raided by an enemy vassal of some sort, with a significant army. And totally wiped out my caravan and any proceeds that it may have yielded, right? So right now, it's a bit of a time of peace. So it's possible that I can run another caravan and have it actually make money, rather than before where it just burned through my money. I meant for these all to be my companions, but oh well. They'll have to do. Man, I sort of wish I had really high athletics. Make running through these bandit camps a little bit less tedious. Archery's been kind of on point, though. No pun intended. Alright, Hill Boss. I like when they have a lot of troops left over for the duel, because that's just a lot more prisoners that I can take. Which nets me, you know, a lot more money, obviously. Alright. Let's head back to Legata and start up a Cannavan. Oh, those mountain bandits took a bunch of prisoners. As you can see, the, like, plus P. Yeah, 500 extra dinars just for those prisoners. Kinda nice. Not gonna lie. Alright, so let's go ahead and we will visit the tavern and then start up a caravan from the tavern. It's a little bit easier than, like, running from the edge of town. While we're here, I'll also seek out the Weaponsmith. Here. See if there's any chance of me finding the weapon I've so sought for so long. Nope. Yeah, it's part of the reason why I started smithing. I don't suspect that I'll ever get to a point where I'm, where I can smith one, but you never know. Alright, so I'm going to go to Lavios, the Ironmonger, and start up a caravan with him. And put Can in charge. If I could figure out how to get to him. Here we are. Oh, someone has a quest over there, too. Wish to form a caravan. I accept this. Put Can. The Can caravan. Sounds about right. So that was a lot of money. But the hope is that it will pay for itself, at least. And then, you know, if it nets some dividends, all the better. So the caravan is going to be formed. This also does mean that Can withdraws from the party for a bit, you know, for the duration of the caravan. But there is Can's caravan here. here's Can. So we can ask Can, you know, some good trade routes. We can actually physically trade with the caravan. It's a pretty good way to get a bunch of sumpter horses if you want. Or whatever the caravan has on them. And there goes the caravan. Now, one of the things is the caravan can be raided, but only groups larger than it would bother. Obviously, a group of like 20 looters won't hit a caravan of 30. But that's basically the long and short of the caravan. And as you can see, the caravan is already making 300 a day. So helping to pay for the troops, but it doesn't alleviate the fact that I am still net negative. Now, as Legata here, slowly, I'll have to do an arena fight. As Legata here, he's growing in prosperity, as is Veron Castle. I will get to a point where we'll be able to, you know, support some more. Oh boy.
I'll cut you down!
Missed me. Alright. Oh, really? Throwing weapons again? I hit my own horse with it. Of course I did. Oops. Hit my own horse. Oh no, that was the enemy horse. Sorry, Mr. Falcon. Oh, did I throw every single javelin I own? I did. Alright, come on, Mr. Horsey. I should just pick up a bow and arrow, but whatever. Oh, that looked good. Let's demount you and knock you out. Ooh, it's a one-on-one. Me versus a little sapling. Oh, that's cute. And then me versus Bash. Oh, Bash. Mr. Bash Teddy. Sorry about this. Gotta work on your footwork, buddy. Alright, so doing these because money. What did it give me? Splint boots? Oh, splint boots are actually going to be better for us. So let's make sure that no one... As much as I want to make money, right? Okay. Done. Little 5K. I guess I have... Oh, daily goal changes. Positive. Ooh, yeah. All right, give me one more crossbow. And manage the town. So, the town... I'm going to invest in Forum for my influence and Marketplace for taxes and Aqueducts for prosperity. Trying to make more money and more influence so that, you know, I'm not just a destitute and non-influential leader. It's going to be pretty important. All right, this will probably be the last fight. What I might end up doing is... investing even more in another caravan. I don't really have a good companion for it. But if I started to turn a true profit, I'd be able to field with the extra garrison a companion army. And the benefit of that would be my forces would number greater than 200. And it would open opportunities to attack, you know, additional castles and the like. Now, because of No One's in War, a lot of the places have 500 plus, and there's just no way I'm going to be able to afford to feed and pay for the, 500 plus troops. Plus, when you're sieging, it's not a perfect 1-to-1 ratio, right? Like, there's a huge defender's advantage, so often you have to have overwhelming force to make it work. But that aside, gaining some additional funds will definitely make it a lot easier to pay for, larger forces. All right, so we do have a ton of queued up projects. That's going to have to be it for this episode, guys. If you have any feedback for me, do drop me a line in the comments below. If you think I should be focusing on one thing over another, or if there's something you'd like to see, just let me know. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll catch you all next episode. Adios, friends.